Look at that. Are we on the right page here? Yeah, look at that. The lights are going. It's just that I always look for the lights. The lights are moving, and when I can see myself, if handsomeness comes through the screen to me, and the voice of Wolfman Jack. Bring the speakers in close. This is Wolfman Jack on K-Earth 101. If I got the voice coming like this and the video, then I know we can begin. Because it's a little bit after 6 o'clock, Los Angeles time. Genx Talks live stream. Yeah, relax. Everybody calm down. I'm a couple minutes late, but I have a note from my mom, which I creased in half, so you know the paper is legit. That's a nice pull from a movie, but you guys won't get that one. Anyway, so it's time for you guys to put the cat out, bring the dog in, pull the drape, sit down in your comfortable chair with your adult beverage. Why? Because cats don't like the show. Dogs seem to. That's the way we do things around here. We'll let you guys know. Thank you for joining the Genx Talks live stream. We look at everything here through common sense. Generation X. My generation. Yeah. We look at things through the lens of common sense. We just kind of kick open the front door and we look at things as you would if you were just standing on your front porch looking down the street with a drink in your hand. Not through the filter of all the bullshit. We just call it like we see it. We learn stuff every day. And believe me, I've been wrong as many times as I've been right. In fact, in my estimation, feeling wrong is a lot like feeling right. Up until the time you find out you're wrong. Then it all gets pushed away. So listen, we got a great show for you guys tonight. We do not have, now this is going to be a little bit of a letdown. Just want you guys to know, we do not have Gen X Mom, your queen. She has abdicated her throne. And I'll give you a quick little glimpse here. What we got is we got one trippy dippy pineapple, even though it says Gen X Mom, the queen. He's not. Believe me, he's not. But Don't try to do anything. Why are you wearing the I love?
Because it's an awesome hat. But I mean, I was gonna say I can put on a wig and like let my hair down. You know?
Could do that.
Yeah.
He's got a I love hot moms hat on. I think he's sitting in the chair going, hey, Gen X Mom, just letting you know, I love hot moms. Yeah, we know you do, Trip. All right. Well, that's got me going already. All right, the Big Daddy camera's back on. So we got Trip running the sheets. Trip, whenever you need me to say something, just raise your hand and I'll finish my thought and get right to you. That way we can go.
Okay.
Oh, so much stuff to talk about. Let me start with something that bothers me. Can we do that? Am I allowed to start there? Give me something that confused me just a little bit. This article came across my screen. I didn't want to click on it. Just a headline, like we see headlines all day long. Now read what this says with me, will you? Australian surfer saved by off-duty police officer after a shark ripped off his leg. Now that's a good story, right? You know, it's a tragedy story. It's tragic that the surfer got eaten by the shark. We know that happens sometimes. The shark's just doing his job, and but the heroic part of it is the off-duty cop came and saved the day. But there was a comma. There was a comma in that. So did you read that? Let me read that again. Australian surfer saved by off-duty police officer after shark ripped off leg. Comma, comma, doctors hope to reattach it. Everybody skips over that. They either read the article, it's a great story, or they skip over it. It's a wonderful headline. He got saved. Think good for the cop. Give him a badge. You know, nice police officer. We keep nice cops. They go here. We set them aside. Good story. Wait a second. Am I the only one who, my Gen X brain, sorry, apologies for my Gen X brain right now. The shark ripped off his leg, presumably to eat the guy. How did he get his leg back? Now, I'm just asking. That's just what popped into my head. I'm sure everybody just skipped right over it as a wonderful story, blah, 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 blah. And here I am going, hey, hold on one second. I feel like Columbo. Excuse me, just one more thing. Just one more thing. Doctors hope to reattach the leg. So did the shark not eat it? Apparently. Did it not taste good? Did he rip the guy's leg out and, this tastes like Tasmanian guy. You're not an Australian. You're from Tasmania. Spit it out. Did the one-legged surfer beat the fight for it? Go, give my fucking leg back. Was there a little struggle there? I mean, I don't think the guy was floating unconscious. He was swimming back to shore. The cop saw him, rushed out in the water and grabbed him. So the guy was conscious, towing his surfboard and his leg, and goes, here's my leg. No one bothered to ask the dude how you got your leg back. It's not like it washed up on shore. And the off-duty cop says, "Oh my God, it's just, you know what? A little minute ago, I saw this leg wash up on shore. I wondered who it belonged to, and here you are, a one-legged surfer coming in out of there. It's obviously yours. Good thing I picked it up. I was driving that one leg with me down the beach for about a mile, but yeah, it's yours." I'm just asking, if a shark rips off your leg and lets you live, doesn't that shark fucking take off with the leg? And I mean, isn't that the point? He's hungry? It could be. Now, you guys, we always discuss about sharks if they're really, the big thing we always discuss on that is a shark biting people because they're hungry or angry? That seems to be a reasonable question. And the only thing that comes into my brain is that they could be angry all the time because they're swimming all the time. They don't ever float. Sharks just swim and swim and swim. Wouldn't you be angry too if your whole world was just exercising? Nothing but you could never lay on the bottom and just go, "Oh my God, this feels good." Flip over on your back. You can't because you got that big fin. Just think about that. A shark can never lay on its back in the sand and just stretch out. Never. Now, I don't know. I'd be pretty angry most of my life if I couldn't lay on my back and stretch out once in a while. I'm just saying there could be cause. Now, if some of you are a marine biologist, then you come at me. But don't sit here because you read National Geographic when they were in those yellow binders of National Geographic and your parents had 600 of them stacked in the garage. And while you were going through looking for the boobs of the Zimbabwe girl in there, because that's the only place you could see boobs in real life without getting in trouble, and you stumbled across an article on sharks and you remembered it clearly, and now you want to argue with me. Not buying it. Not even for a goddamn second. All right, before I switch back, Trip, is there anything you got to say?
Yeah, a few things in the sheets. So we do have a birthday, but it's not till Monday. But I'm just going to say it anyways. It's for Tiffany Mims. So,
okay, if it was anybody but Tiffany Mims, I'd be like, fuck that. I don't give a shit. Monday. Yeah. I have a birthday coming up. Can you announce it? It's 6 weeks from Sunday. Now, Tiffany Mims, happy birthday on Monday.
All right, and then we got Loud One donating $2 saying Trippy is looking super feminine tonight.
Okay, Loud One donating $2 saying that Trippy is super feminine tonight. Well, Loud One, that's bullshit. I don't know why you throw the money out there and you want to say your shit. This level of femininity is how he looks all the time. He's not looking extra feminine. This is how Trippy looks. He always looks like a girl like this. A very attractive girl with a long, luscious beard, I might add.
Am I a pretty girl?
You're a pretty girl. That's a pretty girl.
All right, Graham Gordon donated $2 saying, "Catch me if you can, General. Crease the letter."
He got it. Do you know what he's talking about?
Something in the description or?
No. I said about being late. It's okay. I got a note from my mom.
Okay.
But I got the note folded. I put the crease in it so it looks legit. Mm-hmm. That was in Catch Me. What a pull. What a fucking great pull that was. You know what? Genx mom, if you're listening, she's in the bathtub right now with eating bonbons and watching this on her phone. That's what she's at. She's in a bubble bath right now, soaking the day away. Genx mom, if you're listening to that, we need to write that down. We got to send your buddy up there, Graham, something. That was an extremely difficult pull. When I mentioned it and I blew right by it, it was 1/10 of a second, and he got that's fucking great. Nice pull on that. So we're going to send you a little something for that. Anything else we got between the sheets?
Yeah, Intel Wild donated $5 saying, "General, how the hell have you been, you SOB?"
How the hell have I been, my SOB? I've been pretty good. I don't have any alcohol out here tonight. None at all. I don't have any of my bonded or anything. So I can't drink. I'd raise a glass right now because that type of a question asked in that manner demands some liquid courage for the night. I'm scared to death that this won't go well. I could use some liquid courage right about now, but whatever. My staff, my wife, my family has not provided me. I got a ton of shot glasses and no hooch. All right. Anything else before I switch back?
Yeah. Russell Covey over on Facebook Personal says, have a good evening, General. 100-star sent.
Thanks. Russell Covey's over there. Him and MacArthur always stop by. There's two people from Facebook. They never fail to show up. That's good. All right, we'll come back to the sheets in a minute. Let me get back over to the drag and drop section of the program. We'll move on from the guy with his fucking leg. I don't know if that happened now. I got to tell you guys, not often do you run into government signage the government, the state, and the counties are in charging of signs for for freeways and for roads and for construction, and they're in charge of letting you know if there's a river that you got to cross, or there's here comes the hooch.
Were you whining and
Here comes the hooch. My wife comes in. Your queen says, "Are you whining again?" Wow.
do you need a chaser?
No, I don't need a chaser. I don't need training.
Wheels?
I don't need training wheels. Get out of here. Goddamn woman. She came out wrapped in a towel from her bubble bath, but she's going back right now. All right. So signage. Yeah, signage is a good topic. I don't think that's boring at all. I think we should all talk about signage. As I talk about government signs, how many of you leaned in? How many of you told, hey, shush. Hey, shut up. He's talking about government signage, right? Can you guys be quiet over there? We're talking about government signage right now. Thank you. I think it's an important topic also. I'm going to pour myself some hooch right now just because if I'm going to keep telling all these lies tonight, if I'm going to read from the book of the lies, I'm going to fucking have to have some hooch. Trip, do you have a shot glass over there?
The pineapple would like a shot, but I don't have a shot glass.
I have a shot glass right here. Would you like to use this shot glass?
Sure.
There you go. Trip's got that one. You got your own hooch, or you want this?
I need that too.
All right. Trip, so I'm going to need the hooch too, General. All right. So you keep the hooch over there, Trip. When I need one, I'm gonna bring the glass up here for you to pour it for me. All right.
Sounds good.
So listen, signage. I mean, we could spend a whole day on government sign. I don't think we should. I think we would have some people that became disinterested. But I have never run into a more honest sign in my life than this. This has got to be the most honest sign ever. It's a warning. Remove dentures and tighten up your bras. There's a rough road the next 5 miles. Other than secure your whiskey, other than drink all your beer before it gets shook up. I mean, you could add a few more things to this sign, but does this not cut right to the chase? The guy somebody told this guy, hey, get out there and put up a sign, let people know it's a very fucking bumpy road the next 5 miles. Well, should I tell them to slow down? Should I tell them to go 20 miles an hour? Should I tell them it's washboard? What should I tell them? How much room do I have? How many signs can I put up? And the guy in charge goes, just fucking go put up a sign. So this wasn't a kid. He was not a Gen Z. He was not a millennial. And he certainly wasn't a boomer. A boomer would be out there like the Sun Valley Fox, my brother-in-law. He's as old as dirt. And my boomer brother-in-law would have been out there trying to do something very practical. The kids today would have been like, slow down or else. 20 miles an hour or radar will get you. It's the law. All the millennials and all the Gen Zs would have taken that approach. Now, the boomers would have been the other way. The boomers would have been out there. Now, to understand the graphics of what we're telling, they had 6 paragraphs trying to explain, here's what's going to happen. Now, let me explain the whole thing. Gen X went out there, and this guy was absolutely a Generation X, probably a retired guy. He had a part-time job at Walmart, part-time job as a Walmart greeter, part-time job at this, and he's like, just put the fucking sign out there and get your point across. And he did. And he did. Remove your dentures and tighten up your bras. It's a rough fucking ride. All right. Now, Trip, what else you got there between the sheets before I take my drink?
Okay. We got Brad Baker over on YouTube, $5, says, TDP, good evening, buddy. You need to put on the crown. General, hey, where are we on the getting Mr. Iceman to the barbecue?
Well, there's 2 people I would try to bring that I haven't been able to get the money to yet. If I put Iceman to the front of the line, we're probably $130 towards the $477. But I haven't pushed it. I haven't asked you guys, can everybody give money to bring Iceman? I haven't done that. There's so many people that would like to come. There's so many people you'd like to try to bring. I just mentioned it that one day. He's one of 2 that I'm struggling with. But Iceman was about $477 to get. He can stay here. I will pick him up. I will drive him back. He can stay here the whole time, and I will feed him and drink him the whole time. He's good. But just getting him here, it's a little bit complicated. And if you guys knew Iceman's life, in fact, I'm going to raise one to Iceman right now from Bodfish. I think we all should, because Iceman's a cool cat, been around a long time. Let's drink this one for Iceman from Bodfish before we continue. Okay. I won't go into all the complications of Iceman's life. and how his series of bad decisions brought him to the point he is. But he lives in a small apartment in Phoenix, Arizona, hates being there, does not like the heat, does not like that part of the desert. And he has, remember when we were all teenagers growing up and you get out to your first apartment and you got cinder blocks and 2x4s and 2x6s to stack your stereo and your TV on? That was your entertainment center. And you got your parents' old lawn furniture in your, that's kind of the picture of Iceman right now. You can fill that one back up, Trip. That's kind of the picture of Iceman right now. So he does not have the money. He takes care of his daughter, and then he pays his bills, and that's it. He doesn't have any extra money, thanks, Trip, to go anywhere or do anything. So, yes, we're trying to bring him here. Everybody has a great time around Ice, and the more he drinks, the stupider and funnier he gets. You guys have all seen him. When the party dies down and most of the people leave and the rest of us all go to the fire pit, Iceman's always there. When Low Torque and Iceman show up, the rest of it just kind of fall into place. But yeah, we're still a little ways away. I mean, we're getting there. I bet if we got like another 250 or so, 300, I could probably kick in the rest and top that one off and get him here. That could probably do that. Then I'd have to work on the next person in line. But yeah, so that's the thing for Iceman there, just so you know. All right, where was I? I had stuff to say. I wasn't done yet. Bum, 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 bum. All right, we'll turn that one off. Go to the next one. Doom, doom, doom. So this thing they advertise, I don't know why this keeps coming up. It always comes up on my feed. This is say goodbye to noise and hello to maximum productivity with inbox booths. Now, I keep getting this, and it keeps showing up. And you lock yourself inside there, and it's completely soundproof. And there's an electrical cord. You can plug it in, and you have a little table there and a little place to sit, and it's completely quiet. So you're in there, and they're like, you get your productivity. I don't know, man. All I'd want to do is fucking go to sleep. If I could get away from the fucking noise of this planet, I think I should take one of those with me wherever I go. When the bullshit gets too deep, fucking locking myself in there. The other part of that is going back to, would it be wrong if I bought this and put my wife in it? Now picture what I'm saying. Men, when you have a girlfriend or a wife, now I know it's a little bit different. With Sun Valley Fox, his wife, St. Donna, who I love so much, this would be role reverse. So she'd stuff him in there. But imagine the person in your life going, wah, 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 and you put him in there and you close the door and all of a sudden, wah, 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 wah. You can see it, but you can't hear it anymore. I don't know. You know, if you can either go in there and shut out the whole wide world, or you can put the problem that's in your whole wide world right in the fucking box and shut it. I guess you'd have to be able to order that with a lock on the outside. No, I'm just saying. That's just my personal opinion. I'm a dumb mechanic in the middle of the desert. What do I know? All right, maybe I don't know anything. All right. Moving right along, as they say. Okay. Listen. I feel bad about doing this. I'm gonna have to drink at least half this shot because I feel bad. I don't try to do this shit. This shit just comes up. I'm not trying to pick on Florida. I really feel bad for Florida. So I'm gonna have to drink to, I think there's, like 27 million people in Florida. There's gotta be 3 or 4 of you that are good, decent human beings. But God damn, the rest of you alligator monkeys down there, you backwoods white boys, hillbilly, inbred, Jed, I don't know what's going on. But this is to Florida, to the 3 good people that must live there somewhere. Here we go. All right. Let me just ask you, okay? Here's one. Now, this story is a classic story that can happen to anybody. I read the whole article. I'm just going to summarize it. So, wife's home, okay? Well, yeah, I think she's the wife, girlfriend, doesn't matter. And husband comes home drunk late. They start arguing. He was just out with his buddies. He wasn't doing anything wrong. She says that. He says that. Keep that in mind. No betrayal, no cheating, no sex, no nothing, just drinking with the boys. Comes home, they start arguing, and at some point, he says, well, I'm just going to go have women whenever I want. I'll just do whatever I want. Blowing off steam. He's drunk. He's saying shit. So he does get mad and takes a swing at her, misses. The cops come and haul him to jail. Now, you shouldn't do that. Not allowed to do that. Like Bill says, anybody who hits a woman should be buried alive under the prison and left there. You don't do it. Okay? And I don't think she probably gave him cause to do it. He was just drunk and fucked up. But remember, he hadn't cheated. He gets out of jail and comes home. His car is completely fucked up because this Florida woman has scribed in his car everywhere, cheater. I'm going to add something to this because I saw this in the pictures. It was really hard to see, so I can't show you. But she wrote cheater everywhere where you could see it. She smashed a couple windows. But on the front and back, she wrote little dick. Why you got to go there? Why you got to put that man's business out on the street? You got him, cheater. I got it. No. But little dick. That hurts because now you have no idea what that does to a man. Anyway, not that it's ever been done to me before. Okay, so the cops come back out and they're like, wow, this car was in pretty good shape when we arrested you. They go get the woman and say, you just fucked up this guy's car. Now you're going to jail. So they arrest this girl for the damage she's done to this car, and they're going to because now she's all screaming and hopped up, and so they're hauling her away. They'll probably just, process her and let her out. But the cops asked her and said, we just were here. Didn't we establish he didn't cheat? Didn't he say he didn't? Didn't you admit he didn't cheat? We just took a swing at you, so we hauled him off. And she says, I'm allowed to do all this. I did it before he cheated. I know he's going to. So I went ahead and just took care of it right now. I got it all out of the way. So when he does, here's the car. That was a Florida logic. Florida woman logic is, even though you know your guy hasn't cheated, you're allowed to fuck up this car and write cheater before he cheats. Okay, even I would be a little bit miffed at that situation. I'd be like, okay, fuck off. All right, before we go further, I'm not trying to pick on Florida, but oh my God. All right, before we go any further, there seems to be a bunch of stuff in the sheets. Trip, what do you got for us in there?
All right, let's see here. Russell Covey on Facebook Personal says, go Broncos, 50-star sent.
Go Broncos. Thanks, Russell.
All right, loud one for $5 saying, sharks spit out most human parts they bite unless if it's a bull shark. Apparently sharks think we suck as well. LOL.
Yeah. Do you realize that part of that story, Trip, I said the shark spit him out because he tasted like a Tasmanian? Mm-hmm. Because Loud One's not from Australia. He's from Tasmania. I mean, I'm just trying to tie those together. And look who showed up in defense of the shark, the Tasmanian. I rest my case, jury. I rest my case before my public peers right here. You're welcome. Go ahead.
All right. Michael Richardson over on Facebook Blue says, how old is the general? I will be 52 in December.
The general, myself, was born on December 25th in the year of our Lord, 1967. I have had 56 laps around the sun, working on 57.
All right, we got Houdini, member for 29 months, says, Jesus. I'll bring you another bottle of Bonded for the barbecue. Glad to hear you enjoyed the last one.
Yep, pounding them all down. I think I've got them gone right now. I said I had 3 of them. 1 was yours. They're all out. So thank you, Houdini. Houdini is one of the guys who's been in studio. He's actually sat in here before, in person, live.
Yeah, he was actually sitting like right here, but on that side. But
wait, he's been sitting right here, but on that side. Yeah. Why don't you just point to that side?
Well, I meant he was to my left. Okay,
why couldn't you just say he's over?
All right. Anyways, Seeking the Truth, member for 28 months. Hey, General. Hope the tooth got some love. Happy Saturday, everyone.
Who is that? Seeking the Truth?
Seeking the Truth.
Hey, man. Thanks for being around. I haven't seen you in a long time. Hope things have picked up for you. Thank you for stopping by.
All right, Sean MacArthur on Facebook Personal saying, for the awesome general and his awesome wife, 200 stars sent.
That's right. There's some awesomeness to be spread around there. Thank you for that, Sean.
And we got the Disney Kid for $20 saying the general's hooch fun, or for the general's hooch fun.
Disney Kid, I was on staff here. Newest member on staff, still sucking up to me and giving me money for my whiskey fund, as he should. Thank you very much for that.
All right, we got Andrew Woodlife on Facebook Blue. Good evening. Any advice to removing a stubborn front drive shaft? Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Are you talking about a drive shaft, like coming out of a transfer case or a transmission, or are you talking about an axle shaft? Because I have tricks for both, although the drive lines on the rear ones aren't bad. Ask again. Let me know specifically what you're trying to take out, a CV axle or a drive line. Let me know.
All right, let's see. I'll do like 3 more, and then you can go back. All
right.
right. So Go Smoke a Toad donated $5 saying for Iceman heart.
Oh, Smicky loves Iceman. Hey, Smicky, no, we don't do that around here. You and I have a special relationship. You remember way back when with a little something something that we something something. I can't talk about it right now, but you know. So there's a little loyalty here. Don't be hearting other guys. I get very jealous. I'm a jealous man.
All right, Brad Baker donated $250.
Holy Santa Claus! Brad really did that?
Mm-hmm. And
Holy
saying
shit.
Iceman Fund.
We got to be close.
Yeah.
I will figure that last part out to get Iceman here. I will do my very best now, Brad. Thank you for that. That's getting us real fucking close.
And then Houdini $20 saying to get Iceman to the barbecue.
We're getting there. I'm telling you, Genx Mom has this stuff added up on the funds on that. If you guys would bring an Iceman, that's a good thing. Far out.
All right. And then the shoeless one donated $5 saying, General, you are correct. Sat and had dinner with LOL.
What the fuck did you just say? Read that again?
That's what it says. All right. So it says, General,
Yeah.
you are correct. Sat and had dinner with ... LOL.
And who said that?
The shoeless one.
Okay.
$5.
I think I know what he means. Yeah. Well done then. Well done.
All right. Sean MacArthur over on Facebook Personal. Here's some of my money for Iceman from me. I hope he makes it. $200. Or, sorry, not 200.
200?
200 star cents.
$200. Nobody's ever given that much
Stars.
money on Facebook.
Yeah.
Not at all. That'd be like 20,000
Yeah.
stars.
Yeah, it'd be a bunch.
Thank you for that. I'm telling you, every dollar helps. This is money that is yours. It's not ours. It's not Iceman's. That's your hard-earned money. Anytime you guys even give $1, we don't deserve that. It's not ours. I believe me when I tell you that we appreciate every time you guys do anything. It's a big, big, big deal.
All right, unknown device donated $5 saying, I got 5 on it.
Why'd you sing it?
Because it's a song.
What's a song?
I forget who it's by, but all the millennials know, okay?
Okay, what? He's got 5 on what?
Like on the like donation for Iceman.
We didn't say that.
Well,
Could have been for the Singapore Hooker Fund for all we know.
yeah, maybe, but I'm assuming it's for the barbecue.
Okay,
fund,
look, on behalf of all Generation X, unidentified device, and Trippy Pineapple, why don't you guys keep that shit to yourselves, okay? Thank you for the donation. Thanks for getting us going on. But fuck, man, don't have me trying to decode millennial speak in the middle of my show. This is my show. What the fuck? All right, so can I move on now?
Yeah, you can move on.
All right. Going back to the Big Daddy Cam, going back to the Pigs Cam. Let's see what we got here. No longer the drag and drop section of the program. We got some stuff to say. Da-doom. Where was I? Oh, yeah. We're talking. Now, this one's a little bit complicated talking about Florida. I don't mean to pick on Florida. You guys are a fucking easy target. Now, listen to what I'm saying on this. Again, I read the headline. I'm sure everybody skipped over it. But my brain doesn't work correctly. Now listen, this is a security camera inside of a sex shop. Okay, this is a security camera inside where they sell DVDs. They got peep shows. They got lingerie, and it says a person spotted taking adult toys from a Florida sex shop. Have you seen them? A person was stealing toys, plural. Have you seen them? I'm not talking about the person, or they would have said, have you seen him? If they're looking for the person, they would say, has anybody seen him, this guy? They said, the article says, the sex toys are missing. Have you seen them? Now, I'm sure everybody skipped right over this, especially in Florida. It probably didn't matter, but when would you say, hey, I've seen the missing sex toys? In fact, I'd like you to tell me what situation would come about where that becomes part of the conversation, where you feel comfortable calling the police and going, hey, I think I know who stole your shit. Why? Well, in the list of all the stuff you have missing, I've got a big old vibrator right here. It looks just like one of your missing items. Do you put your clothes back on before the police show up? What's it? Tell me something, Florida. Tell me something. How on earth? Why would you ask that question? Hey, if any of you out there in Florida, if you guys have actually seen any of these missing sex toys, you want to tell us? Remember, it says, have you seen them? A guy robbed. Have you seen them? The missing stuff. I mean, the level of dumbness that goes along with this. The guy stealing the sex toys. 1. 2, the person who wrote this, dumb. Who would write? Call us if you've seen any of the toys. 2. And number 3, if it actually works, which it probably did because the guy only would bring it up if he thought there was some reasonable chance for success, that someone's going to call and go, you know what? 9 out of those, that list of 10 missing sex toys, 9 of them are right here. My wife's using them right now. That would also mean that the guy who stole them didn't steal them to use them personally with him and his girlfriend, him and his wife. If the cops think that this stuff's going to be out on the street available for identification, then what? He sell them? And if he sells them, how do you sell these things? You run around, open up a trench coat, and you got them laced inside? You do it on the side of the road? Is this one of those things where they sell oranges and watermelons and alligator skins? Oh, and sex toys out of the trunk of a Buick? I don't know that I can even keep up with you guys in Florida. I'm trying to be fair about this, but Jesus H, tap dancing Christ. What the fuck, man? I'm just telling you, it's just now, to be fair, not everything that goes on in Florida is a bad idea. This woman appeared before city council and had a great suggestion. I read the article. She had it lined out with paperwork and everything. Ready? Florida woman calls for a sugar daddy appreciation day at a board meeting. Planning and zoning. This woman gets up there, and her argument was, listen, I think we should have a sugar daddy appreciation day. We got Father's Day. We got Mother's Day. You got your birthday. We have Grandparents' Day. We got all these things. Come on. How about a sugar daddy appreciation day? Now, I'm not sure how that would play out. Does a sugar daddy get the day off? Does he call in and go, listen, I'm not coming in today. It's sugar daddy day, and I am a sugar daddy, and I'm taking the day off? Or, now the role of a sugar daddy is to trade sexual favors for gifts. Does he get everything free that day? Does your chick come over and no charge? Is that what sugar daddy day is? Now, I'm not sure how far Florida would take this. Would this actually become a section of cards in the Hallmark store? Would you have a sugar daddy appreciation day section? I'm just asking. I'm new here. I got to tell you, this is a new thing for me. I'm trying to understand the rules of Florida, but I bet when you drive across the state border into Florida, somebody pulls you over and says, hey, before you get here, here's a 300-page leaflet on the rules of conduct in culture in our society in Florida. Number 1, it says alligators are dinosaurs, and then it just goes from there. I think you should add this to the list. I'm just saying, I think a sugar daddy puts out a lot of work, a lot of money, a lot of effort. It'd be nice one day out of the year, get a little love for the soul there. Give something back. I think Hallmark should make a card and we should move on. Now, that's just me. The last thing I want to tell you, this is some dumb son of a bitch in Florida. This one, you guys did this to yourself. This guy in Florida begins running from the police, a simple crime, burglary or, rob somebody or something, and he runs out into the swampland area. Now, it's not all just water, but it's, the trees and swampland. The fucking guy, being chased by the cops, climbs into a tree. I don't know if you can see that or not. He starts climbing out on the branches, jumping from tree to tree, swinging from branch to branch. Picture this guy, because when I read the whole article, they've got a video of this guy. It takes him 20 minutes to go about 30 yards because it's very difficult. There's no vines, but the trees are so dense there, you can go from branch to branch, from tree to tree, but it's very difficult. It's very slow. It's very noisy. You're very visible. The cops on the ground are pointing their guns and just filming the guy going, is he coming down or what? They're walking slowly along with their dogs as this guy's doing the Tarzan. He's not getting away. He's not doing it over water. That would make sense to me. You could do it over water. The cop's like, fuck that. I'm not walking in the swamp. I'm not going to get swallowed by an alligator. Fuck it. That guy can just get away. They just stand underneath him, walking slowly, as he spends an hour trying to go through until he gets tired and falls out of the tree, and they arrest him. Is this something you guys in Florida, do you rehearse shit like this? Do you sit down one day with your beers and say, listen, if I get chased by the police, no matter what happens, I'm going to take my redneck hillbilly ass and I'm heading to the trees. I'm going to Tarzan that shit all the way. Do you guys practice this or think this out? What do you got? None of your 5 buddies went, dude, that is not going to work. Every one of them said, yeah, you should do that. And then you did? Look, I swear to God, I'm not trying to pick on Florida. But let's face it, you guys are a fucking easy target. Would you not agree? I would agree. Would you agree? I'd agree. All right. Where was I? Trip, let's go back there. You got anything between the sheets, big boy?
I have a few things in the sheets.
Let me try to find you. There you go. It's all you, baby.
Okay. Ronnie Evans on PayPal donated $25 saying for travel funds. And then we got Charles
Thank you,
Clark.
my man Ronnie on PayPal. Thank you for that.
Charles Clark, 1999. Barbecue time, bottom of the glass nation. Regulators, mount up.
Regulators, mount up. Yeah, nice pull there. I like that one.
And then my mom stopped by on Facebook personal and said, hey, son, I love you.
What the fuck does that have to do with the show?
I don't know. It's there. It's in the sheets, okay? All right. So
Trippy's mom stops by and says she loves him. Now, okay, I'm not sure where to go with that. You can't segue from that. You can't move in and out of that. You can't, you can't do anything with that. That totally disrupts the flow. I think you should call your mom back and reprimand her for interrupting a very serious show. We were talking about Tarzan creatures, shark legs, and Tasmanians that don't taste very good. Her telling you she loves you does not really fit the momentum. All right, Trip.
I could never with my mom. Okay.
What's that?
I said I could never with my mom, right?
Yeah, all right, Trip. Good God, he loves his mama.
The shoeless one donated $100.
Holy
saying,
shit.
Tell the Iceman I said hi.
Why don't you tell him, Shoeless, when you're supposed to be here? Tell him when he gets here. You'll get here, you get here, then you can just tell him. That's your cue to be here. All right.
All right, Diane over on YouTube for $5 saying, for Iceman, I wish I could go, but I'm in Ohio.
Yeah, it's not like they have. Yeah, we should build some roads from Ohio to California, or maybe if there is if we could get the Wright brothers to invent a better airplane that you could fly between the two. Tell me you can. You can. There's no I in can or can't, or there's no you in can't. I don't know. Just you should have done it.
Laura K, member for 29 months, saying congrats on the next level, the big guy page.
Oh yeah, boy, that scared me for a second. The big guy page, yeah, and I'm going to update that one tomorrow too. Thank you.
And then we got Scott Royston gifting 5 memberships over on YouTube, saying, or Justin Ride, username PT, that dude 88, Mocking Pirate, and Stephanie O'Nurse all got memberships.
Stephanie O'Nurse? I thought she was a member already.
Stephanie O'Nurse, sorry.
Yeah. Hey, Scott's filling in. He's doing a great job where Mrs. Four was. I still miss her every day. I still text her phone every day, even though she's passed on, and it still hurts me. And I like that Scott is filling in some of that, giving memberships to you guys to keep you guys interested, give you guys a shot at the behind-the-scenes stuff. Because if you're on Facebook, you got to go to a page called The General's Lunchbox. 3.5 years of behind-the-scenes secret stuff, members only. YouTube community section, there's a bunch in there, but there's a bunch that says members only, and you can't see it until you're a member. You guys got a free pass, so hurry up. Check it out.
All right, let's see what else. Loud One, member for 24 months. If you haven't been on the website, go grab a numbered shot glass before they're all gone.
Boy, that is true. I just gave one to Trip. I was going to show you guys that, but Trip's got it. There's these glasses. Show them what that is, Trip. Show them the glass.
So, yeah.
This is an actual glass. It just hasn't been etched yet. Your good moderators, if you have a good moderator on Facebook, you have a good moderator on Rumble, they can put up a link. These are etched they're laser engraved, not that etching you do from Cole Desi. No. This is a real engraving, and they're numbered. And we're just doing one production run. We did it like 2 years ago. I think we did one 2 years ago. We didn't do one last year. We're doing one this year. It's a numbered shot glass GXT for Genx Talks. The year, it's not 2024. And then on the bottom it says one of, I don't know if we're Trip. Did we say we're doing 100 or 200 glasses?
200.
200 glasses, and that's it. There's no duplicate numbers. Not 3 people are getting number 4. Not 5 different people are getting number 12. No, one each. And that's it. And every time they sell out, and every time they're gone, and then every time someone comes up and says, oh, can I get one? I just cashed my Social Security check. I just collected all my aluminum cans. I just dug into my couch for some change. No, once they're gone, all you're going to get from me is an apology letter saying, I am sorry, we're sold out. And that's it. I don't even keep one. I mean, these guys all go to you guys. All the staff gets one for free, and then they have to buy the other. Staff gets one. That's only because Genx Mom, your queen, insists on it. I'd say, fuck those guys. Make them pay. Make them pay double. No, not with her here. She has her own agenda on that. So staff gets one, but then the rest of them are all for sale, and they'll go. And once they're gone, they're gone. But then throughout the next year, we start drinking out of them. And then you guys will chime in and say, hey, I'm drinking out of number 14. I'm drinking out of number 53 because you've got one. Just saying. So if you got a link to it, if the moderators put up a link for you guys, you can check it out. You can go there and get one. They just went up 2 hours ago, and the orders are already coming in. Some people are buying a set of 4. Some people are asking, can I have 4 numbers in a row? Yeah, we'll try to give you 4 numbers in a row. If there's 4 available, we got them all here. Because we already turned in the first 60 glasses are already going in there to get engraved. Then I'm going to get the rest of them. So this is it. Once they're gone, that's the production run. We're done. Just letting you guys know. All right, where were we? Stuff happening. Let me switch over to Between the Sheets. Before cheating, Sugar Daddy, Tarzan Guy. Yeah, this is a weird trend. I don't understand this, okay? Now, I'm just a dumb mechanic in the middle of the desert. I can't believe this is even a trending thing, but it is in my former area of expertise. Let me explain this to you. Not just an oil change. Viewers divided when mechanic says you need to change your oil filter at every oil change. I didn't finish that because that's where it cut off. How can you be divided on this? This is true. There are millennials now that are going and say, well, I want my oil change, but can you take that $20 filter off the oil change and just change the oil? No, you got to change the filter. I don't even know why this is a conversation. Why? I don't understand why this is even out there on the internet as a discussion. How is that possible? You change your oil, you change your filter. No. Now, we've done our homework. We've done our research. We were on Reddit, and Reddit never lies. And the majority of the thumbs up on Reddit that show that we're all in agreement here. More than half of us, there's 200,000 of us, and more than half of us agree you don't need to change the oil filter every time you change the oil. Well, I don't care if there's 200,000 people and they all agree. That just means 200,000 people are wrong. They're wrong. And I've stopped people from this and said, well, why do you change the oil? Well, the oil's dirty. Then the oil filter is also dirty. Well, yeah, but it has more room for more dirt. You don't have to change. How do you know? How the fuck do you know? There is nothing on your car that will electronically tell you how much dirt is in that filter. There's calculations. There's a computer that says, well, we've gone this many miles and the engine has this many run hours. Your oil filter is probably 86% clogged. They don't know. That's a calculation. You fucking think there's a sensor on the side of your oil filter? There's not. Anybody says, well, my dash on my truck says I have 50%, life in my filter, so I'm going to change my oil and leave my filter. Well, your dash doesn't know fucking shit. Your dash doesn't know dick. It's just a computer calculation. It's an estimate. Change the oil, change the fucking filter. I don't even know why this is a discussion. I'm getting upset. I'm getting upset because that's a dumbass fucking thing. Let me lighten up a little bit. The podcast is up. The video version of the podcast is up. It's where my wife kicks the shit out of me for an hour. This one's a hard-hitting one for those of you that have already been listening on Spotify for a few days, and the video version is now up. This one hits hard because the 2 kid updates are not going well. You guys want to listen to the podcast, you want to watch it, it's on Facebook. We just started putting it on Facebook. It's no longer a link to YouTube. It is, each one of these is actually going on Facebook. You can watch it there yourself now. Not good. A lot of fun stories, great car story. But the kid part, a little bit hard hitting for those of you that have kids. This is going to hit home on some of that stuff. All right. Now, I want to do something here. And I want to do something fun. So I'm going to get out the Gen X Talks phone. And I'm going to turn it on. This is for you guys. I am going to go to the text messaging section of the Gen X Talks phone. A little bit slow, but I'll get there. Not me, I'm not slow. The fucking phone is slow. All right, so now I can see all the messages on here. I'm waiting for a new message. And you guys need to be able to see what I'm talking about. So let's do this. I do not want you to call me. Don't fucking call me. This is text message, okay? If the phone rings, I'm blocking you from the program forever. All right. I'm going to put up a very obscure picture from back in the day with Gen X Talks. And the first person that can describe the picture accurately to me, this is from members only stuff from 2 years ago, kind of behind the scenes, but some of you will get it, some of you won't. Some of you may be able to guess what it is. I'm looking for it doesn't have to be a very specific description. Just get close. I'll know if you know. If you know, then I'll know that you know by what you say, and then we'll both know. I'm going to give you a shot glass. You text your name. Just your first name's fine if you don't want to be known. Just text your name and the answer to the phone number on your screen. Tell me what this behind-the-scenes picture is all about. Get yourself a free shot glass. This is very easy to describe. It's the setup. You can see lights and cameras and microphones. That's just the beginning of cables going everywhere. Text me why we were doing this, what this was about. There's a few of them out. There's a few right answers for what this was. Just give me something. You get a free shot glass. Give me your name and text it. Okay? As long as we paid our phone bill, the text messages will come through. All right. Let's see. Christopher Sebick, ambush. Nope. Graham Gordon. Boy, they're coming through. Graham Gordon, and he already won something tonight. Graham Gordon would have won. Who's this one here? Let's see. Graham Gordon. Graham, you already won something tonight, buddy. You got a nice pull on that. Who's the second person right here? They're still typing something. Let's see if they got it right. But they didn't put their name in here. Didn't I say put your name in here? Didn't I say put your name? And they didn't. Boy, that's going to piss them off. 320 area code. Didn't put their name. So we go to this one. Justin was the first one in here. Let me see who else. Come on, there's a lot of you guys doing a lot of good things. Bob McKinley said cooking show. Tim Mitchell, cooking show. Nick Rice, cooking show. Laura K, Mom's Baking Show. Mary Mathis, cooking show. Kevin Grimes, cooking show. Steve, cooking show. John Morgan, shoeless. And the list goes on. You guys are right. There's a bunch of you that knew this was a very rare special occasion. I think we've done 3 of these, maybe 4 over the past 3 years. They're very hard to set up and do. But you guys seem to like them a lot. But who got that first? We're going with Justin. Justin, cooking show. He was the first out of many. Thank you guys for remembering this. Justin, send a an old kitchen setup for shorts, Andrew says. Justin, send an email to genxmom at genxtalks.com to write your name in there, and we'll get you set up with a free shot glass. Gen X Mom, write that shit down. Excellent fucking pull, my man. That was something I wasn't sure how many people were going to get that, especially because it's not the right angle. It doesn't show the right angle for what you guys are dealing with. So I wasn't sure about that, but I thought we'd do that. Give a little trivia there for someone, and Justin got it. Let's go back over to the sheets with the Big Daddy side by side with Trippy Pineapple. TDP, you're up, baby.
All right. So my mom wrote back and said, "I love you too, General." So just so you know.
Well, now it all makes sense. We can stop the show for "I love you, Generals." We can stop. If you call me handsome, we can stop the show and discuss it. If you tell me you love me, we can stop the show and discuss it. That's the part of the show I enjoy. I have to have a little bit of that. Thank you very much. TDP's mama, Trippy Dippy Pineapple's mama. I'm not sure why she named him Trippy Pineapple, but I thank God she did, because that really seems to fit in. You know? All right, what else you got there?
All right, Robert Whitehead, $20 from PayPal saying shits and giggles.
Just for shits and giggles. That's a Gen X thing. Right on, my man. Thank you for that.
And then we got Kel Riken, member for 15 months. I'm an extra. And then Tugboat 420, member for 28 months. I'm an extra.
Kel Reichen was the winner of our very first gold coin, which we're trying to ramp that back up. If Loud One would hide some coins and Josh Maddox would hide some coins and Sammy would hide another couple coins, we'd all be set.
I have 2 coins, but don't tell them.
What's that?
Nothing.
You got the 2 coins here in California?
Yeah.
Did you leave any there with her back east?
Well, we hid a couple over there, but you remember you gave me 2 other ones, but I still need to go out and hide them.
That's strike one on Trippy. That's strike one. That, as they used to say in the Generation X when we were children, that's going in your permanent file. Your permanent file. That was a real thing when I was a little kid. Your permanent file. I was always scared of the permanent file. All right.
And then Diane Capuano, $2, saying General on airplane once in 1983, never again.
On airplane
Once.
She had sex on an airplane? What happened on the airplane? She didn't say.
Well, yeah,
say it again. Read it to me one more time.
General on airplane once in 1983, never again. Like
Okay,
maybe,
so it can't be sex, or she'd try that again. Must have been a terrible experience.
maybe she's talking about your flight experience.
But it wasn't in 1983.
Oh, well, I don't know.
That was way late. I was like in the 90s. I don't know. Very confusing,
Well,
but
I was not around then. So
no,
I
you
couldn't
weren't.
tell
You were an itch in your daddy's pants. All right, what do you got?
All right, that's it. We are cleaning.
We're
the
back
sheets.
up, cleaning the sheets.
Yep.
Let's move back on to the stuff. The program. I'm not done yet. Da-doom, da-doom. All right, you guys have been waiting for an update on one of the things with the kid, so I feel that I have to go through this with you, so pay attention. Gen Z kid, Briggs, ZEO. The Water Ski Nationals, one of the events out in Arvin, they do a big thing out there. They got 4 big straight lakes like this that they race on. It's a professional setup. This is one of the professional skiers out there, and he was teaching, if anybody who's learned how to water ski, this is how you start. And like, sit on the ground. This is how you sit. This is what you're going to do. And so they had Briggs on the ground. We went out there like at 7 in the morning. Glass. The water was all glass on all the lakes out there. They had a boat, an instructor, and we started going down the road. He's like, and this is what you can be like when you get up there. You got to get to this position. So he's giving him the instruction. He spent a decent amount of time on the shore giving him the instructions. You with me so far? Good. Glad you're coming along. All right. The next one, they had a brand new, is it Nautica or Nautique? How do you say that boat? Nautique?
Thought it was Nautica. But
Nautica, Nautique? I don't know, it's like $180,000 boat, brand new, and the driver, his name was Eric. He's a Frenchman. He's like the world ski champion. He's got trophies up the ass. The guy standing in there that was teaching has also got a bunch of trophies. Been around a long time skiing. There's 2 trained professionals. I mean, what are the chances you're going to get a brand new boat, top tier guys teaching you how to water ski? And here we are. So they threw him in the water after giving the teaching on land, and they sat him down and said, okay, now you guys notice this picture. You have to look a little hard at it. This is the rope between the 2 skis. Very familiar to everybody. There's a rope between the 2 skis. And their idea was they gave him all the instructions, and you pull yourself up. The boat will pull you out of the water. Just don't go over. Don't just spread your sides. And the next picture right here is him just coming out of the water. See the jet from the boat? You see the water separating back there with the 2 skis, and the 2 skis just coming up. Why is this an important picture? Because this is as close as he ever got the whole hour he was out there to getting up on his skis. I don't have a picture to show you of him up on his skis. I don't have a picture to show you of him holding on for dear life with excitement. I don't have a picture to show you of him skiing around the lake. No. Him and his girlfriend Addie, took this picture. She was in the boat. You guys remember Addie. She's been on a bunch of programs over the last couple years. I was on shore filming with my gear. She was in the back of the boat filming. This is it. This is the closest to him skiing as he could get. He's pretty athletic. He follows instructions. He wasn't being an arrogant jerk about it. He was trying. But that dog won't hunt. That dog won't. It means that you can't. That dog isn't doing what it's supposed to do. He can't. Okay, look. If you don't know what the phrase means, that dog won't hunt. Leave this live stream. Go look it up. Go Google it. Watch a video. That dog won't hunt. Everybody, you're slowing the program down because everybody else knew what I meant. Everybody else knew exactly what I was talking about when I said that dog won't hunt. And then we're supposed to move on, except for all of you. What? Raising your hand. What was that? Leave the live stream, go look it up, rejoin later. That's all I got to say. So that was it. Now, I want to do something else here. Maybe a picture. Maybe we'll send something small, some stickers and a signed picture, something. Now, this one, Trip, I haven't told all the staff what the answer is here.
Okay.
Because if there's a staff member that doesn't know what the answer is for this trivia with prizes, they're fucking fired. If you run, I swear to Christ, if you run into one staff member that goes, "Oh, I don't know the answer. What am I looking for?" Tell me, because they're fucking gone. I will revoke their membership to the Genx Talks Hall of Fame staff member right now. They're gone.
Well, then I might have to walk out of the studio right now.
No, you know. You know this one.
Okay.
You're clearly going to, I know you'll know because you were there for all this. You're going to be like, duh, that's easy.
Okay.
But if someone doesn't know, like if Josh can't remember because he's all hopped up on his meds, if Disney Kid goes, "Oh shit, that was before my time," they're fucking gone. So what happens here is on each platform, you have a moderator. Trippy's got YouTube. Josh Maddox has got Rumble. And Sammy Joe and Chris Yeager, Disney Kid, they have both Facebook pages. You have to answer. Don't fucking text my phone. I took the number down. Don't text the phone. I'm going to show you a picture. I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about the picture. I'm not going to give you guys a description. What I'm going to do is put up a picture, and I'm going to wait for one word. One word. You put it in the chat. If you're on YouTube, you put it in the YouTube chat. If you're on Facebook, you put it in the Facebook chat. If you're on Rumble, you put it in the Rumble chat. Do you understand?
Oh, yeah, by the way, Chris is on YouTube tonight, just so you know.
Well, who's covering both Facebook pages?
Sammy.
Wow, so Chris is pretty much useless because you got Facebook. Chris, you know what? You just need to walk outside.
Well,
Chris is the newest member of staff. Go out and kick yourself in the balls once and come back in because on YouTube, really, Disney Kid? All right. So there's you got to do it. If you're first, if your answer is first in the comment section, your staff member will put your name and the answer in the sheets. Trippy will read the sheets. We will give you all instructions on how to get your free something. I'm going to put up a picture with no description. I'm going to remain quiet, believe it or not. I'm looking for one word. One word. Yeah, we're doing a little nostalgia here tonight. A little bit of nostalgia going back in Gen X Talks. All right, you ready? Let's go for that one word. That one. It's not that one. It's not that one. Let me find it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Type the correct answer in your comment section on the platform you're on. 1, 2, 3, go. Dum 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 dum. YouTube's going to flag me for you didn't have copyright permission to use that theme song from Jeopardy, and they're going to tear down the whole stream. You watch.
All right, got one for YouTube.
All right. So I want to get checked in from everyone. We need a winner from Rumble. We need 2 winners from Facebook and 1 winner from YouTube. Trippy Pineapple, tell me when you got all the right answers.
Okay, I will.
We're waiting on you. This is where it pays to be on Rumble because there's not very many people on Rumble, and you will get the right answer. You got to put it in the comment section. It's got to come up. Does anybody have the one-word answer? Don't. All right. Eric Cruz wrote girlfriend. Oh, hey, come on, man. We're not from Alabama. Now relax.
All right, still waiting here. I'll read a couple of things in the sheets real quick.
All right, go ahead.
So Loud Ones donated $5 saying, "Take it up with Shush. She had me occupied making sure she didn't die, but she did. But she not dying. Now I'm taking them with me when I leave Tuesday for work." Not really sure what he's referencing, but
what is he taking with him? The shot glasses? No. What's he taking with him? Something that he was set aside because Shush has been in the hospital. She's doing better now.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not sure what he's taking with him, but whatever it is, he's telling his wife, "You ain't having these. I'm taking them with me." So I'm not sure what it is, but she ain't getting them.
All right, looks like all we need left is just Facebook Blue, but
Facebook Blue.
But Diane was just talking about she just hates flying in general and donated $2.
Flying in general.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
Well, I do sympathize with you. I'm completely 100% Diane with you 100%. I made it all the way to the 90s before I said no. So you got cut off at the knees 10 years before me. I'm sorry. Because I was okay with flying up until that big story we talked about. All right. Anybody else? We getting close?
Okay.
Nobody on Facebook Blue knows the answer to that picture. Nobody gets it on Facebook Blue. None of you are longtime listeners, longtime repeat offenders of the Gen X Talks program. Good God, where has the world gone?
Yeah, we even got Rumble on here twice.
All right, well then we're skipping over it. The trap is clean. The light is green. It's over. You can't guess anymore. All right. So the answer to this was obviously Buford. This was Buford the GOAT, and he occupied Gen X Talks, the halls of Gen X Talks, for damn near a year. Gen Z kid, Briggs raised that goat from a baby goat and took him to the fair and was trying to win prizes, was out there feeding the goat, cleaning the stalls, every day training the goat. This was a big ordeal. You guys gave him gas money to get to and from where he was going. You guys helped him out a ton, and then you guys made sure he won the big prize at the end. He was the one who had the most donations of anybody. He got his name in lights at the fair that year. It was a big part of Gen X Talks, and some of you were part of the Gen X Talks family, part of our family, where we all came together for that. It was a big, big, big deal. I thought I'd bring that back. A little nostalgia. It was a little bit of nostalgia, but that's okay. And we're allowed to do that once in a while around here. So the answer we were looking for clearly was Buford.
Do you want me to list them off real quick? Who's on right?
I do. I'm going to try to switch screens here. I can't find the fucking thing for Buford, the goddamn goat. If I can't find the goat, I can't turn it off. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, so bump. All right, let's go back to, there we are. Yeah, Trippy.
Okay, so Jeff Montgomery got it right, saying Buford.
Jeff Montgomery, where was he from?
YouTube, sorry.
Okay, so YouTube, Jeffrey Montgomery was first. Jeff, email genxmom at genxtalks.com. Let her know you were first. We're going to say a little something, something, baby.
And then Chris Wilson, Facebook personal, said Buford.
Who?
Chris Wilson.
Oh, I thought you said Chris Yerger. I'm like, if staff did it, I'm going to kick him in the ass. Chris Wilson on Facebook personal got it right, too. Chris, email genxmom at genxtalks.com. We'll get you a little something, something in the mail.
And then TJ Wrench over on Rumble said Buford.
TJ Wrench over on Rumble. So Facebook Blue, TJ, same thing. genxmom at genxtalks.com. Let us know. We'd like to say a little something, something. Thank you for remembering. That's important.
And then, yeah, everyone got it incorrect on Facebook Blue. They kept guessing but couldn't get it. And then Jason Bertrand on Rumble just said put Briggs LOL.
Yeah, well, I wanted to pick my favorite thing in the picture, so it was the goat, not my son. All right, well, that was a fun one to do. I just told you to be a little something in there. I wasn't done with the things I'm talking about. Still going strong. Da-doom, da-doom, doom, doom.
Oh, actually, wait, Christopher Civic on Facebook Blue put Buford. It was just underneath the other thing I had in the sheets, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now, hold on. Say that again.
Christopher Civic on Facebook Blue said Buford.
But how come you didn't catch that before?
But it was underneath like the other thing that I had in the sheets here. So.
Oh, so Sammy did her job and you fucked it up. Because I was going to get all over Sammy. But she did her job.
She did it incorrectly. She didn't put it where all the rest of them were.
Doesn't sound like something Sammy would do. It sounds like something you fucked up. You know, that's two. That is 2 strikes on Trip tonight. Let's be fair about that. Live Trip is 2 strikes. 2 strikes and no balls. Now, I don't know that he's got no balls. I'm just talking what Sammy tells me, but 2 strikes, no balls. We're moving on. All right, what's next? Doom to doom. Trip, I'm dry, my friend. You let me run out of hooch. You can't
That's a
do
shame.
that. Doom. There's something else in here. Okay, no prizes here, but I'd like to know. Thank you, my man. Can anybody put in the comment section? It'd be nice to know. May give you a little notoriety. Just a quick description. This is going way back. Little nostalgia here for Gen X Talks. Does anybody recognize this? Tell me what this was all about. Just asking. If you know, you know. And just throw a comment out there. The moderators can put it in the sheets. Trippy can read it in a minute. Does anybody have any idea what was going on here? Because look, Mrs. Four has her peach sauce. Two Bears got a sauce. The kids got a sauce. Lionheart's got a sauce. I've got some Kick This Pig sauce. What was going on there? And of course, Allie in the middle got the biggest one with her big, beautiful face on there. Does anybody have any idea? Can anybody remember back that far? There's kind of a twist, a thing like that. We'll come back to you guys in a minute. Some of the other things that were the benefits of being part of Genx Talks over the years for the kid is people we get to meet. We do get to meet some people of substance. Sometimes they lower themselves. They bring themselves down to our level. They go slumming on the wrong side of the tracks. This was one of the occasions that a great man took some time with us. Does anybody know who this is? I'm just curious. Does anybody recognize this guy? Because this was a very, very special person for us to meet and hang out and talk with. Trip, you got to be around this guy this was the day before. The next day was the bowling event.
I didn't go to that.
Yes, you did.
Not the day before.
No, but the day of the bowling event, he was there.
Oh, okay.
He was one of the guys I was talking to the whole time in the lane right next to us. So I don't know if you remember, but does anybody know who this is? I'm just looking on what I can see. Kobe Bryant, no. Kobe Bryant, no. That's not Briggs. Yeah, we know who Briggs is. That's not Haywood. It is not Tiger Woods. No, these are some pretty decent guesses. That's your son, Jamie goes, yes, Jamie. How did you know? That is my son. Thank you for pointing that out. Jamie's over there. YouTube, that's your son, man. Fuck it, I know who that is. That's Briggs. That's your son. Fucking try to pull one over on me. Fuck you guys. I know who that is. Can't pull one on me. Mine's Jamie Sanderson. Fuck it. That is Byron Scott. That's B. Scott. Goes by Coach. Everybody calls him Coach. True story. All right, Trip, what do you got for us? Who answered what about those sauces? Anybody have a definition or a remembrance of that?
Some people were just saying like barbecue sauce or hot sauce,
but they knew what it was.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah. We did have Genx Talks had a line for about 8 months or so. We had specialty sauces. If you were on staff here, everybody had one. My wife had one. The kid had one. I had one. Lionheart, Two Bear. Everybody kind of had a thing for their little sauce on that. It was a while. Trip, you didn't have one, did you?
Nope.
Were you on staff?
I was, but it was too late.
Oh, you got here just afterwards.
Yeah.
Trippy had no sauce. No sauce for Trippy.
Would have been a pineapple verde.
It would have, it would have had to have been a pineapple something on that for Trippy Dippy Pineapple. Just going down the halls of memory lane. We did have sauces for sale. We did meet B. Scott. We did have some stuff like that go on. Just thought I'd walk you backwards. This is all stuff. If you're a member on YouTube or you can get to the General's Lunchbox on Facebook. It's a Facebook page. You can scroll back. It's all there. We don't delete anything. It's all up there. But you got to go back and look. All right. Am I almost done here? Real quick, let's pay some bills here with some stuff. The Genx Talks barbecue is 2 weeks away. It's at my house. All of the moderators can put up a link right now. There's a few tickets left. You got to get here. It's going to be fun. There's a lot of names you know are going to be here. Looks like we got enough money for Iceman to show up. Dr. Madreamy's going to be here. Sun Valley Fox is going to be here. I'm going to be here. Well, that's all you need to know. If I'm showing up, you know it's going to be a good time. Almost all the staff's going to be here. Sammy Joe, Trippy Dippy Pineapple. So put up a link, click it, go get a ticket, and then show up. Was there anything else? Anybody who plays football, Pigskin Pick'em is free. You just pick the teams. There's no draft. There's no players. There's no nothing. It just comes up and you pick a winner if you want to. Just pick the prettiest helmet. Pick the most colorful design. It doesn't matter. Left or right, up or down, yin or yang. Do what you're told. You down the road motor. Excuse me for that one. All right. I think that's it. One more check with Trip. Is there anything between the sheets before we go?
Yeah, I got a couple things real quick. Let's see. Florida Man. Member 1 year says, I know. Oh, wait, hold on.
Loud and clear, Trip.
I know. At Chippy Pineapple, I'll ask again, but I know y'all are busy busting on Florida. But question for the general: what does he think about Harley Davidson betrayal building bikes in Thailand?
Yeah, that's tough. I don't like the woke bullshit that their CEO is in favor of. I think Sturgis pointed that out when the Harley Davidson tent was empty and everybody just turned their back. Just like the Italian mafia, they turned their back and that was it. And I think that was a statement. I think they should fucking figure that out. And this reminds me, there was a company, I think it was called Harley Davidson, got sold to a foreign company. God, you guys are taxing my brain. I think it was called AMX, FMX, AMX. And I think this was back in the 80s, the mid 80s. God, you really changed. But it was a foreign company that bought the company away from Harley Davidson. It was not American owned anymore, and they finally bought it back. But it was the lowest sales, the shittiest bikes, the least desired bikes ever were from that era. And now they're doing it again. There's going to come a time when people trace down VIN numbers and go, never mind, I don't want to buy that bike used. I'm not doing it. I'm not buying it. Give me one of these over here. Give me something built somewhere else. You're just not listening to the soul of the American rider. And they do care about those things. And if they can buy one bike versus the other, why not buy the one you want? Why not buy the one not built in Taiwan? Why not don't buy bikes when this CEO is running shit? Tell him he's got to go. Say, I'll buy another Harley as soon as you're fucking gone. There's a lot of people turning their back right now for a lot of personal reasons, and you're allowed to. And the only time these companies listen is when we vote with our wallets. That's a true story. Not even true that it's a story. It's a true story. Anything else, Trip?
All right, Houdini actually guessed who the $2 whore was tonight.
Houdini guessed who the $2 whore? Who's the $2 whore?
He says Sammy Joe is a $2 hoe tonight.
Sammy Joe's a $2 hoe every night. But tonight, she was actually in the jar. All right.
And then SJ, which is Sammy Joe on the sheets. But she said, I want a trippy pineapple sauce, LMFAO.
No trippy pineapple sauce. Didn't happen. Ain't going to happen. It's already over. Big Daddy's done.
All right. Earth Human on YouTube says, who we voting for this year, Pops?
Yeah. I'm going to vote Trump. Can't vote. I mean, don't like everything about Trump, but there's no fucking way I can go for. Do you hear what she's doing next? You hear what Kamala came out with on her economic plan? Even the liberal media turned on her. They're like, what the fuck, man? She says, this is the part that got me. I'll talk about this on the World Show, but this bothered me. I know politicians everywhere, they label something so they can do something else, right? They label something so they can do other things. All right. She says, we're going to protect the American citizen from price gouging. We're going to make sure that you cannot just raise the price of food and gas. We're going to protect you from price gouging. Well, that also means that now you have the power to do that. You can control pricing. You can have fixed pricing. Why is that matter for anything? Because the government can fix the price on something and now determine how much profit you're allowed to make as a business. They're going to pass the law saying, well, we're protecting the American citizen from price gouging. Yeah, all right, bullshit. You don't give a shit. Fuck off. But once they have control, they can say, whoa, McDonald's, you're making all this money. Chevron, you're all this money. We are going to help the American people by lowering the prices. We think you can make this much profit, not this much. No, we changed up this much profit, not this much. I mean, we're saving the American people. No, you're not. You're controlling what goes on. You're controlling pricing on that. And there's a whole different aspect that goes along once the government can do that. Capitalism, free enterprise gets choked out right away. And then everything falls around beside it. Yeah, not going to elect. I'm not going to vote for Kamala to put that level of communism, socialism in the forefront. I can't do it. Sorry, can't do it. All right. Anything else? I saw Sandy popped up.
I just saw one come in from Sandy. It says member for 21 months. Hashtag Bob and Glass Nation. Kamalaism, communism with a
cackle. Kamalaism is communism with a cackle. True story. All right, we done?
All right, we are done.
All right, you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for showing up. Not sure where you're listening in from around the planet. If you had an hour of your evening to waste, we're very happy you chose to waste it with the Gen X Talks live stream. We couldn't be more happy than what we are right now. Look at this. This is the face of happy. I'm going to drink to you folks right now. Trip, raise one up. Here we go. The sweet nectar of the gods, whiskey. Thank you guys for showing up. Whether you're listening AM, FM, Sirius XM, or perhaps you tuned in on the Armed Service Radio Network, remember two things. Number one, wherever you go in the world, there you are. That's wisdom. Number two, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. I'm out.